Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials, or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all, thank you for joining us. Tonight will be a channeling, Palladian channeling, and also another species. If there's any requests at all, besides probably a tall blonde will probably come through. Nordics. Is there any other requests? No, that's okay. Palladian connection. Okay.
Or Sirian.
Oh, Sirian. Oh yeah, they've been all over the place here. The bear race. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Sirian. Okay. Detox a little bit. Okay, thank you all for being here. Blessings. Sirians aren't going to be hard to come through because they've been all over the place here for. I'm not sure what they're doing. Just moved in, it seems. So that's okay. But tall blondes always want to have something. They always have something to say.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Catch you guys later. Greetings. We are Sirians. You're not what you're used to connecting to. You can call me Solace. We are a hybrid race, a reptilian, human, Palladian. We monitor your world on a daily basis. We're here to give you joy, love, come in peace. Just we are observers, scientists, learners of your world. We visit your world on a daily basis. On our planet, we have observatories of your planet, monitoring its movement, especially your Middle East at this time. It is a hot spot. And Russia also. That is a place that is curious to us. There is so much going on that is not told to your public, which is dishonest. It would not be a bad thing for the human race to know what's happening on their planet. It is your planet, so you should know what's going on. It is unfair. Humans are treated like prisoners here, kept away from themselves and what is going on around them. It is seen as conspiracies, which is fascinating to us because many of them are actually true. But they like to label it and put negativity around it and wrap it up, and hopefully no one will talk about it. We do work with your oceans, and I will leave it at that. I am a humanoid, 6-foot Sirian, bluish skin, with red eyes. Our culture is very calm. It is like a medicine world. It's very, as you say, visiting our world is like a breath of fresh air. It is a relaxation world. Oh yes, which world is that? It is not Sirius B. It is a planet within Sirius. I'll leave it at that. It is not that important at this time. But the calmness of our world can benefit your planet at one time. It does eventually. Music from our planet is sometimes chimes within yours at times. A melody or two here and there. And a lot of that has to do with health. Certain vibrations help with health to tone down the frequencies here that are troublesome at times. Is there any questions? Don't be shy, please.
Yes, this is Christy. I didn't get your name. I'm sorry.
Solace.
Solace. Are you a species in the ocean?
No.
So you walk.
Well, we are connected to species in the ocean, but I am not a species in the ocean.
Okay. Do I have a connection with you? With the reptilian Pleiadian?
One moment. Not with me. Not with Not with me, but with our race, yes. As for details, I do not have any details on that, but yes, these. Oh, our species has had tribulations in the past. At this moment, we do not have those. But during our time, there were times when you were within our collective. It was a time of transition from the times of violence, you could say. Active war, you could say. You were there during much healing, let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
That's nice.
Hi, this is Michelle.
Yes.
Could you explain your lineage again to me?
Our history.
Hmm.
Yes, we are originated from Sirius B. We are on a star near Sirius B at this time. A moment to clarify that. Let's put our planet at one time was bombarded by different races, such as Reptilian and Palladian. One time we were Sirian, but during our rough history, we now have DNA of Palladian and Reptilian.
So that rings familiar to what I've been told about my son, named Evan. And I'm wondering if there is a link with Draconian, Pleiadian, Sirian, Arcturian with you
Yes.
that you can tap into.
Yes. Yes, he has much. He has Palladian and Sirian and Draconian. The Sirian and Draconian is what is causing disturbances. The Draconian is a little bit higher in vibration than it should be. It is at a frequency where it is clouding his hearing. It is. There is much that needs. There is infusions that were done at one time that have erupted. Is this something he's had a problem with all his life, or just recently?
All his life, and especially recently.
Recently, there's been a disturbance as his Draconian is maturing. It is getting out of hand. It is not mixing well with his other DNA.
Is there some help I can get with that for him?
One moment. One moment. There are Syrians from our collective that can, say, remove some of their Draconian implants. Or infusion, I should say. That is up to you to go forward with that.
That would be my request. I don't know if that is his highest good, but I know he suffers greatly.
We'll send him healing and give him the choice. Let's put it that way. Send him visitations of love and healing, which he much needs. Especially at night, it seems he has trouble sleeping.
Totally.
Yes, this must be decided by him, of course. But there is much that can be done on our part, but yes, he must be the one to make the decision, of course.
And how does he, not knowing, say about any of this, that I am attached to, go about getting that healing?
Yes, a visit. One moment. A meeting with this conduit will help tremendously. Of course, yes, he doesn't believe in these things, but as his state of mind as he's going through what it's done privately, it seems that it will, for him, it would give it, he won't have a problem with it. He might a little bit, but whatever it takes, it seems to end this chatter that's happening to him right now.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Blessings. Is there anything else?
Hi. Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Go ahead, Michelle. It's okay.
No, I just wonder, since I have children with your race,
Yes.
and it's been very difficult on Earth so far.
Yes.
What is my role, or what is our agreement or contract that I need to fulfill to make things easier or better for them?
There is transitions going on right now. One moment. Do you realize you have Arcturian lineage? You know this, right?
Vaguely.
Yes, as an Arcturian, you took this life on as a difficult lifetime, but also your children are connected to Arcturians, but not in the way that you are. Your history with Arcturians is actually you have a very long lineage. You're just not aware of it at this time. What is happening here is that your children they're under your wing to go through these turbulent times, to expand and to experience this world together. As for their Arcturian lineage, both of them have Arcturian lifetimes, but nothing recent. Your son has a recent Zeta Gray lifetime, and that also is causing a lot of his discomfort here. Many, not all, but many Zetas wish to come in families, even if they don't really belong on this planet, or they know they're not going to get along with it that well. They know it's going to be difficult just by being a Zeta being here that has difficulty written all over it. As for children, there's a female child also, correct?
Yes.
One moment. She has Arcturian, but one moment. Interesting. More of a lion energy. One moment. It's funny, I call it weird, but more of a lion energy. That's interesting. That's another turbulent lifetime. Reason being is her goal here is to spread light across the planet, but at this time it is still in development. She is in waiting or time. It is not here yet. So with this family get together here, this is one moment. One moment. The Arcturian family is coming in. Realize this lifetime is very sacred. So much information is not available for many of us to connect to. The Arcturians are interesting here. The Arcturians are your protectors. Yes, to shed light across this planet, all three of you, or how many children you have, is to, you just come together as a bond to learn through the difficulties, realize this is just making you stronger and bringing you more together. As you become more together, then you know more about each other. Realize when your health and all that's doing well, many children go off and go do different things. With this situation, there's turbulence here and there, and so you're becoming more closer. And that was done for many reasons. Arcturian families here right now. So hopefully that gives you an idea of your situation.
Thank you so much.
Lessons.
Hi,
Yes.
this is Amy, and I was just wondering if you could tell me about any of my Sirian lineage. Am I connected to you specifically, or
Yes, is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
no?
Yes, you'll find this fascinating. I would say, on Sirius B, you are connected to our race. But on Sirius B, you had many jobs as a. You're going to find this as a. One moment. I have to find words that work with your world.
Okay.
Ones that make some sense. You were a lady of the sea. Let's put it that way. You were one that watched over the waters. You were very high up, like a queen status. Of course, you don't
Are you
have
talking
that.
like mermaid or something like that?
Sirian, mostly Sirian, but you had mermaid lifetimes, yes. That is, yes. But, one moment. Yes, you've had mermaid lifetimes, several of them, on Sirius, mostly many Sirian planets, actually, not just one. I don't believe you had a mermaid lifetime here on this planet. I do not feel that here. But you had telepathic connections to mermaids here, but I do not see a connection here. But I could be wrong there, but I do not see that. But as a lady of the sea, you are more of watching the waters. Like the sea was your family. The sea creatures, mermaids, I want to call them creatures, but mermaids, dolphins. Of course, you have many sea creatures that are not known on this planet. Many large creatures, for that matter. And you were there speaking to them telepathically. And these creatures that had, the ones that you were connected with, were also connected to other planets. So you were keeping, it sounds strange on Earth terms, but you're keeping subtleties on other different worlds, gathering information from different planets, from different sea creatures. And this is going to the Sirian race.
Wow.
Where the reason for this was what world needed healing, what world needed attention. All of this was learning. But yes, many mermaids. This is a, here you would call it royalty. On other worlds, you not call it that. But just to give you an idea, it was a very high stature, but not over anyone. But it was of a position of a lot of importance. Let's put it that way.
Does it relate in any way to this lifetime, my lifetime here on Earth right now?
In some ways, yes. One moment. Yes, at this time it seems that you are connected to the mermaids at this time. In this lifetime. As for you being aware of that, one moment. Yes, your connection to Mother Earth. Yes, it is. Mother Earth's connection is very deep. You just might not be aware of it, but it is. Realize you're in your state of mind. You are gathering information and sending it out. All everyone is, but yours is deeply rooted to Mother Earth. But you might not be, as I said before, aware of this. But it is. As for connected to that life, not necessarily. It's mostly the lifetimes that you're connected to right now are the ones of your past lives here on this planet. And several that were on Mars. And some karma was not fully cleared out or finished. You've had many lifetimes on Mars. I'm not sure if you're aware of this.
Wow. No.
And these Martian lifetimes were, you could say you were kind of a troublemaker a little bit. And some of that you're clearing out some karma here. But remember, you had many adventurous lifetimes on Mars. And these lifetimes on Mars taught you many things. Patience is one of them, but also, actually you were very patient there, but you were kind of like a, yes, like a trickster, troublemaker in some ways. This is more of a male lifetime. Is this, as a male you can get away with these things, as a female you cannot. So you had full reign to do whatever you wished. And that lifetime went down into Atlantis. After that lifetime, you went into Atlantis and had many Atlantean lifetimes that were not mischievous, as far as I can tell. And this is where you have your mermaid connections here, is through the Atlantean lifetimes.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me? So I wasn't aware of my Atlantean connections. Is there any other connections that I have that?
Life with the Incas. And also lifetimes in the Mediterranean, which I'm not being told very much. Of course, Atlantis was in the Mediterranean, but this is after Atlantis. You had a few lifetimes at sea, as a fisherman, I believe. I believe times of Christ. So hopefully some of that will give you. Is there anything else as I go through all this?
No, I think I've taken up enough of your time. Thank
That's
you very much.
questions.
Blessings to you.
Yes, I had a question. This is Christy
Yes.
again. I was wondering what mine and Michelle's past lifetime would be as Octurians. Have we had an Octurian lifetime?
Several. This was a time ago, but of course with time, it wasn't recently, depending on where you look at time. One moment. Yes, as sisters, I believe. And you knew each other's children. So in this lifetime, I don't believe you know each other's children in this lifetime, but in that Arcturian lifetime, you knew each other's children throughout several lifetimes. And I believe that's here. Not at this time. These are new relationships at this time.
Mm-hmm. What were we doing as sisters?
One moment. There's many Arcturian energies here. One moment. This is sacred information, what they're saying. One moment. Lives of study. Observing of worlds. One moment. There were worlds that both of you were part of its creation. It was as observers, as workers during its, as worlds were blossoming out. I believe in the Sirius constellation, actually. This is where some of you, mostly Michelle, where you met her children, is during as constellations are being developed in Sirius. These are worlds I'm not familiar at this time. I am familiar with them, but not through this conduit. As for downloading information, that's a little bit much here.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
But
I
these are
just
these
told
are
her that we were sisters too
yes.
today.
Well, there you go. Yes, these mostly in the Arcturian family where this connection is. That's where the strongest connection is.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave you with that.
Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Michelle, did you want to go?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I am interested. A neighbor of mine actually called me and said her higher self told her to give me a book about karma. And I haven't really researched karma a lot, so I don't know what that is involved. I mean, how important that is, how relevant it is, if there's anything I can do to make it easier on myself or get rid of it, is one question.
Yes. As for karma, one moment. There were Zeta lifetimes where you were, I believe, as a male Zeta during the Zetas as they were getting to during their dark period. Let's put it that way. And you are one of them, part of one of the crowd, discovering their abilities, I believe, where there was turbulence, where Zetas were getting into areas where they should not, trying to dominate planets at one time, sort of as you see reptilians doing. Zetas were doing this at one time. As for what worlds these are, They're not giving me any indication of where these planets were. There were several planets somewhere in Orion where Zetas were dominating certain worlds that were primitive. You were one of these Zetas that were a little bit too controlling because of science, using science to understand a certain race. I believe it was an insectoid race that was being observed and manipulated. So much karma there is at this time being, in this lifetime, is you're clearing a lot of that out at this time.
Is this related to David O?
David O.
My David. A very good friend, David.
One moment. One moment. I do not believe so. He's part of some. No.
Okay. Is he my responsibility? My karma? My...
No, I believe he's there to give you direction, actually. Information that is needed, that you will... And this David, this is a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Yes, he's there to... He gets downloads every once in a while, and he just brings them on to you every once in a while. It seems to be his thing.
He just has a lot of... My daughter actually, in her intuition told her last time he visited that he was kind of overcome by manufactured self-hate insectoid and something else. I don't know. It's just,
Yes,
I mean, he gets
that's true.
overtaken. He gets overtaken.
Yes.
He disappears, and something black and dark takes his space and heaps self-hate abuse on him.
One moment.
And I don't know if I'm supposed to be part of that healing or if I'm supposed to let that go.
He was an insectoid, many lifetimes as insectoids, has trouble getting used to this world still. And he's had many run-ins with the Greys, but that's not always a bad thing, because sometimes insectoids can get out of hand. Yes, he has much karma as an insectoid that he must clear out. But this is part of his journey, not yours. As for...
So meaning I shouldn't help him? Meaning I should just back out?
At this time, yes, let him. This is something he has to go through, because he'll just pull you down into his world. Because I don't see him coming out of it anytime soon. Unfortunately, this is his journey.
Thank you.
It does not hurt to ask for help, offer help. But if he turns it down, don't think anything of it. That's fine. Offer him a drink or something like that. But this is his journey. His karma, he has, yes, I don't see, there's not much, he has to dig himself out of that, honestly.
And I am not useful in that endeavor.
You can be, but it depends, it's his choice. Yes, you can be, yes. But that's up to him to allow this help. So yes, there's nothing wrong with offering.
All right, thank you.
But yes.
So, while I have you,
Yes.
I feel very strongly, like so much has happened so quickly.
Yes.
Being introduced to Hoopalo and all these ideas. And is there a message for me for my future direction?
Yes, keep calm. Your angels are around you. You can always call them in to nurture you during these times, turbulent times. Always ask for your angels, your spirit guides, but your angels will bring you calm and nurturing time where situations seem to be overbearing. And there are many Zetas around you, but they are there with kindness.
Why are there so many Zetas there, and what do they want me to accomplish?
I believe they're because your son and you have past lives as a Zeta. Many lifetimes where we work together across the universe, through many galaxies. So this is where your connection is. So that is why they're there. They're there to, when you are ready, open up many of these past lives to help a lot. You let go of a lot of things also. Because realize you've been through lifetimes where there was much war, and some of that is still, I would say, galactic wars mostly, and much of that needs to be released when the time is right, of course.
So, would it be appropriate for me to be around and with him over the next few years? Would that be in his highest interest, in my highest interest?
Who is this of? Who are we speaking of?
Evan.
Evan? This is
Michelle.
So, but yes, who is this Evan? This is your son, or?
Yes.
Oh yes,
Yes.
of course. Yes.
So, I mean, literally, I can do anything I want at this point. I could leave where I am and I can go anywhere in the world. And part of me wants to go to meditate in an ashram, and part of me wants to be with my son and take care of him, and part of me wants to do other things. And I don't really know how to focus that, but and I don't have to know, um, but if it's important for, say, someone's growth, that I be somewhere specific, that would be good to know.
Well, follow your heart. That's the best advice we can give you. Listen to yourself, and you will know where to go.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Ryan, you're up, bro.
Hello there, this is Brian. How are you?
Well, read.
Yes, my question, can you hear me okay first?
Yes.
Okay. My question is about Christy. I would like to know a past lifetime that I've had with her, either one of love or one of war.
It's interesting. You've had many lifetimes with her. The one that sticks out is the one that is when you were a reptilian. I believe a benevolent reptilian. And she was an Arcturian. As for the connection, one moment. They are interesting. Mostly what you're picking up right now are their lifetimes here on this planet. Multiple lifetimes. Not always in a close relationship, but sometimes you'd have lifetimes in the same towns, but not really connecting. It would like pass by each other. Brian, yes, he did have a lifetime as here on this world as I will not say someone of importance. And this a lifetime of not if someone of wealth, let's put it that way. In Italy during I believe in the 1500s. And Christie was one moment. I believe that's the relationship you were talking about. I believe it was a close relationship. As for being intimate, it is unknown to me at this time. But it was a close relationship. Something like a brother and sister relationship.
Okay.
But it was like a lifetime of a merchant lifetime.
Ah. And then the only other question I have was I would like to know a lifetime with Michelle, one of love or one of war?
One moment. Mostly, one moment, as Atlantean connection. During the time of Atlantis, there gets spiritual time during the beginning ages of Atlantis. I believe, interesting. Michelle was here as a fairy. I would say a very tall fairy. And Brian, you were, I believe, a Sirian at that time. Yes, you were visiting this planet, and you were connecting to many species here. And she was one of the ones that you connected to.
Interesting.
During the early stages of Atlantis.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Much love.
Much love. I must go now. I've been here probably too long. Still getting used to these energies here. This dense planet.
Do you have time for one more question? There was just one more from somebody who didn't want to speak for themselves.
Yes, please do.
Just one more. From Rebecca Raven, she wants to know if there are any messages for her at this time.
One moment. Yes, there's a benevolent reptilian race that wishes to connect with you when you are ready. This is not draconian. This is a reptilian race of a kinder species than draconian is known for. And the message is be kind to yourself. Sometimes you're hard on yourself. Be a little bit more gentle on yourself. Sometimes the ego can play tricks on you, it seems. That is the message. Blessings. Is there anything else?
Thank you so much for
Blessings.
coming to our 3D.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, blessings. Send you much love. Thank you.
Our next visit should be a little bit stronger. We're still understanding the connection here, but we were needed here, so we are here. Blessings to you all.
I love and appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Yes, thank you so much.
Namaste.
Be safe.
Namaste.
Russia.
Greetings.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Ivan. Wow.
Yeah, that was yeah. I wasn't sure who was coming through.
Well, you know what's strange is it was exactly what's been on my mind for 3 months.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought it was a Sirian that I'm usually connecting to, and it wasn't him. So
It was a Syrian, Draconian, Arcturian, yeah. And I was like, what? Thank you.
I don't remember the name.
Actually, Ivan, I hope he he specifically said it would be important for my son to talk to you directly. So I hope we can arrange that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just message me or we can talk after this. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was. He was like here. It was rough. A rough connection, but that's okay. They're still getting used to this. Some come in real easily, and others are like, okay, what do I do now? Felt very foreign.
Yeah, I have that problem all the time. Not really.
Hey, Ivan, if we're ever guided to ask like a question of yours, like if I had yours in my lifetime or something, would that be okay
Yeah,
with you? Okay,
that's fine.
I was just wondering.
Well, we'll just see who comes through. Yeah, we can let's run another one. Let's just see who comes through. I'm a,
Sweet.
I thought I knew I was coming through, and I don't know anything, so I'll just leave the door open and see what we got. Greetings. Greetings. This takes a minute. Ah, jeez. How we fit in these things? Human. You guys have too many fingers. Ow.
How many fingers do you have?
Greetings. No. Oh, it's been a while. It's Kermit the Mantis. Greetings, fellow friends. How's the chicken?
Hello.
Greetings, guys.
Hi.
Yes. It's been a while. We are happy to see you all together again. Mantis, we watch more TV than you. We've been observing your world, not laughing at you, laughing with you. Don't think the other. You guys have too many fingers. I'm not sure. And you got to give Mantis more credit. Got to give us a. This is a joke. Give us a driver's license so we can, hang out with you guys more. You guys don't treat Mantis the way you should be. The human race isn't ready. That should be. Come on, guys. Is there anybody there?
Wow. How is it you want us to treat you?
Don't be afraid when we show up. You see like an 8-foot mantis walking the streets. Don't get scared.
Yeah, I won't be afraid at all.
Okay, good.
Okay,
See?
so say we're not afraid of you,
Okay,
and we're
good.
totally
Yeah.
accepting of you,
Good.
even though you have how many fingers?
None. 1. 2.
Okay.
Like me.
All right. So we just.
And your cards aren't big enough for us either. You should work on that.
Yeah, but you don't want to write in our cars.
Humans are
You guys have a convertible.
the worst drivers. Impatience. That doesn't get you anywhere. Yeah, last thing we're going to do is let you one of our spaceships. You can't even drive a car. Come on, I'm just here to hang out with you guys, cheer you guys up. It's the holidays, not time to get all crying because the holidays.
Are you
coming.
serious that mantoids have like holiday stuff attached to them?
No.
Like Earth people?
No.
I think he's
Just doing
We're talking about
that
you
for us.
guys. Yeah, you guys.
Okay. So.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Happy Hanukkah. What do you think?
Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kwanzaa is a good one.
I don't know, but Christy draws amazing pictures of you.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
Amazing.
I love you guys. I love you,
We
Mantis
love
guys.
you too.
If you need me to come and pick you up, I can arrange a convertible and you can come
Sure.
and stay with me.
I'll get you a Christmas present.
All right.
Ah, that's so cute. So, Mantis guys, what's your name?
Mine's Kermit. What's yours?
Kermit, Michelle.
Yeah, Kermit the Mantis.
That's so cute. Kermit the Mantis. This is Michelle the human.
Michelle.
So I have a question for you, and I feel like I've been channeled a Mantis last time. I asked an important question to you, but I think that Mantis and Insectoid are separate species. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're easier to get along with. Well, it all depends on who you're talking to, but Yeah, we have our issues too, don't we? We're just more easier to communicate with. We like better music. We have a better, you know, we just have better public relations than other insectoids.
So, if I had a friend who um, was seemingly kind of like disintegrating, and there was mantis slash insectoid reasons for that, could you tap into that? His name's David. Oh,
Oh, yeah, he's got 1 second. Yes. Oh. He's been an insectoid who is picking fights with other species over and over and over again, and now it's all coming to bite him, you can say.
mm-hmm.
He's coming here to release a lot of that, but he's not too aware of that. He's had many, many, many lifetimes where he was insectoid families that were and somewhat bullies to other species.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of a, this is not insectoid, he was part of a lobster species at one time, and they're pretty tough too. They don't let anybody push them around. So he has a lot of stuff he needs to clear out. He's an alright guy, as far as I can tell. But he's just
He's
got
a
all
sweetie.
this stuff. Yeah, he's got all this stuff around him.
So, how does he get rid of this stuff?
Let's see here. 1 minute, 1 moment, let me see. Well, he has to talk to a mantis. That might help. But as for him believing in these things, it is pretty unlikely.
Yeah, he's a science dude.
Yeah, so he's on a lot of maybe subscription drugs or something around those lines.
Yeah.
And that's not helping. It's somewhat, but not.
It's kind of worse when he's not.
Yes and no. Yeah, he has to clear this out on his own. He's not someone you can just tell him anything.
Mm-hmm.
He has to figure it out on himself.
Okay.
Tell him to chill out. Go swim in a pool.
Alright.
I don't know if he likes pools.
He doesn't like anything but music, maybe, but as long as it's not my responsibility, then I release.
It's okay to be friends with him, but don't let him take you. Don't let him pull you into his drama. No. He doesn't try to, but it is easy for that to. Yeah. If he invites you to give you, for you to give him insight, that is okay. But other than that, this is something he has to figure out on his own.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Tell him to go to the beach. There's probably no beach there.
Well, actually, he would die of fright of skin cancer.
Well, show him a picture. Show him a picture of the beach. Yeah, he's
Hey, Kermit.
Yo.
I have a question. Do I visit the ships to help assist with the like if there's a hybridization or anyone visiting for any upgrades or infusions or anything like that? Do I help assist in that process?
Yes. As a Palladian, I believe. Yes. You say the form of a Palladian, let's put it that way.
The form of a Pleiadian?
Yes.
Like a tall Nordic, like a blonde, or...
Yeah. Something like that. All I see is Palladian.
Okay.
For what your hair color is. If that's what you see, yeah, I can see that. But mostly it's just a Palladian, that's all I see.
Yeah. I have such an interest in the Mantis, and I
Because they're
draw.
awesome.
Yes, you really are. Just I don't know what I just have so much love and everything. I think maybe I've had so many lifetimes as Mantis or family Mantis.
Both.
Can you see or give me a story of a time with the Mantis?
We've had many lifetimes as a Zeta where you're connected to the Mantis. You've had lifetimes as a Mantis mother where you had many children.
Oh, that's what I feel then.
Yes.
Mhm.
I believe even your son was one of them at one time.
Mhm.
So yes, a mother of many children, but also a teacher.
Mhm.
So yes.
I was wondering, I don't know if you can connect with this. Last night, my son, he sat up in the bed 2 times, and he was looking like into another dimension. It seemed like to me.
Yes.
And I asked him, but he doesn't. He has autism, so he doesn't have that verbal. Can you tap into that and see what he was doing?
It seems like it was Arcturian, an Arcturian, what a portal is what he was seeing. Many Arcturians were visiting him that night. He was seeing all kinds of things. And Mantis, mostly Arcturians though. Because in Astral, he's all over the place.
Wow.
You see him as just a child, just like all children, but they're always doing all kinds of crazy stuff in Astral.
Yeah. Do I do the same with him
Oh, yes.
as well?
Yes, yep, yes. You work with him. There's another aspect of you that works. Yes, you work with him. There's other aspects of you that work with him also in other star systems.
That's
You work
amazing.
well. You work well together. Let's put it
Yeah. Yes. And we have an understanding of each other. That's for
Yes.
sure.
Yes, because you had so many lifetimes where you were working together. That's how
And
it works.
he has autism now, so it makes it sometimes a little bit of a arguing match between me and him at times.
But this is bringing you closer, and this is something he chose to go through because he knew what he was getting into. So this is just a test for the both of you.
Mhm.
So look at it like that.
And has made us both more patient.
Yes. It has many lessons.
Mhm. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I love you all so
I
much.
love you. Thank you.
Hello, Kermit.
Yes. Yo,
How you
what's
doing
up?
today?
Yo, what's up? Yes. I want you to make a car for Mantis.
I will.
All right. Good.
I will. Trust me.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Much love to you. Just wondering if you have any information about back then. I talked to Sean in computer code, the 01100, and he said that he asked if it was okay for the Mantis to take over this mission or this certain agenda. And I was wondering if you have any more information as to how that agenda is coming along.
I don't know. As far as I know, it's going fine. It is going to plan. That's what I have. No casualties. Let's put it that way.
Sweet. Any messages for me from the Mantis or from anybody?
Yes, you have many Mantis in your lineage. You are aware of this, correct?
Yes.
Many, many lifetimes as a mantis. Also royalty, where you were of a leader of the mantoids that worked with the Greys on many projects, as for traveling, as for what do you call it, ship missions. But these were peaceful missions across the universe, connecting to other species, learning of other planets that were new, that were growing, and where mantoids can expand, where they can, worlds that were friendly to their visit, let's put it that way. So that's your message. Hopefully that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have a deep connection with animals. I love them so much. Can't wait to actually start talking to all of them.
In due time. You have many things going on right now, so you don't really have time for it at this time, it seems. You have many part of your life's goal, your life lineage right now, that you have to, soul contracts you have to fulfill at this time. That is what you're doing right now. You will have what you wish eventually.
Thank you. Much love to you, Karmic.
Much love.
Hello there, my friend. This is Brian.
Yes, Brian.
Yes,
What's
a
happening?
connection that I have with the Mantis. I've had a couple very vivid dreams in the past, probably the past 6 to 7 years. I was wondering, what is my connection with your species?
Through mostly reptilian, but also through the Greys. Your connection to the mantoids is mostly one moment. Mostly just as friends getting together, mostly through different alliances, many alliances throughout different star commands, you could say.
Yes.
As for having a lifetime as a mantis, I believe there is one lifetime, but I am not connecting to it. It is far back, let's put it that way. It is not part of my species. It's a different mantis species. Is
Yes.
Yes, it is one of, yes, as a commander of a ship where you led many mantis throughout the universe. This was kind of like a scavengers of some kind of just visitations to different star systems
Wow.
for study and some for conquering. It all depends on what was going on that day. You had many visitations with Palladians, you had interactions with them. As your mantis lifetime, yes, you were of a leadership position, because there's always many mantis around you, so you were always in command. There's always much going on, discovery, visitations. These mantis, I didn't think I was going to be able to connect to this. They wanted to visit every part of this solar system, of this galaxy, this universe, and then continue on to different universes. That was their goal. There is much there.
Yes, I've seen one with a cape.
Yes.
They wore some type of cape. The mask, it was almost like they were masking, screening themselves from their face. I guess not to startle me. I've seen the being in the background. Had like a cape on, a robe type of a cape.
That's a. I believe that's of royalty, of the royal family. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes, they have many messages, but I'm not sure if it's now's the time. But yes, you have a deep past with them, definitely. It is of a positive nature, though. It is not of anything negative, as far as I can tell.
Yes, the only thing that I remember from that was that they gave me a device to hold in my hand, and I guess it was projection. They were trying to show me to learn to focus more, to allow myself to focus, and just teaching me about focusing, projection. It's really interesting.
Interesting. Yes.
Well, I'll pass it to another. Thank you. Much love, my friend.
Much love.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Amy, and I was just curious.
Yes.
Do I have any connections with the Mantis? I'm not feeling like I do, but maybe I'm wrong.
Through the Zetas, yes. We've had Zeta lifetimes. Several of them. So that's where our connection is.
Yikes. Okay.
But that's all. It was friendly for the most part. We have better jokes than the Zetas, let's put it that way. Anybody else? Yes, you have any more?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, anybody else have any questions or?
Yeah, I wanted to ask what mine and Ivan, have we had a Mantis where we worked as Mantis before too, together?
Yes, he's had many Mantis lifetimes, more than he realizes. Do you? Yes, on and off, yes. Through several relationships here and there. Through many. One moment. Through many. One moment. Through many missions throughout the galaxy, let's put it that way. So yes.
Just doing different missions throughout the galaxy together?
Yes, I can't go into all details.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Blessings.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kurt.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, Michelle. Go ahead.
I'm just curious if you're on board for a meeting with my son Evan to discuss how he might better assimilate life on Earth.
Yes, that's fine. Yes, had many troubles getting used to this place.
Does he have, actually, now that I think of it, is he tied in with you as well? Mantoids?
At one time, yes.
Am I?
I do not see Mantis there. But for him, as a Mantis, that was uneasy for him. That was not an easy lifetime for him. That is one of the things that needs to work out. Yes, go ahead.
Speaking with you, Kermit,
Yes.
be particularly helpful for him in his lifetime?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
Alan, did you have a question? Or where did he go? He left. Okay. Or Steven. Oh, he's back. I think Steven has a question.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Really quick,
Yes.
Kermit. If you can see the images on picture, I was at the bar yesterday, and I met this one guy. He's in a wheelchair, and he's a good friend of mine. Another one, he's said he's been feeling really sick and vomiting, and the doctors can't seem to figure it out. So I asked for his name. His name's James Sims, and I would see if I could find out some information through channelers or anything, if they have any information health-wise as to what's causing his problems. It seems like the doctor said they could figure it out.
Doctors cannot figure it out? That's interesting.
Yeah.
They're not telling the truth, it seems, either. One moment. It seems like he has a sugar problem sleeping. It seems like a sugar issue around his heart area. Drink more water. I know it sounds ridiculous. It seems like if he drinks more water, that will help him. I know that's not exactly a great cure, but will help. The doctors do know what's interesting. It still feels like they know what's going on. For some reason, they're not coming clean for some reason. He might want to get a second opinion. That will help. That would be a good idea, because this one's not revealing it for some reason. I believe he knows, but he could be unsure of it, and that's why he's not coming clean with it. As for what is wrong with him, feels like more water in his system will help. Of course, he probably says he drinks a lot of water, but it seems like he needs water in his system that will help drain out what his issue is. As for his issue, it just seems like water will help. I'll leave it with that. But a second opinion might be a good idea. If that's possible. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Any messages for me?
Yes, messages from the Palladians to keep calm, relax more, bring in angel energies into your life, because that will help relax you. Find whatever it is you can find to help calm you down, because there's some things that are bothering you that don't seem to let go. Obviously, situations with your son, but it would be good to just find whatever you can to calm down and just take more time for yourself. And more messages will come through of your galactic connections when you are ready.
Thank you.
Blessings.
This is Amy again, and I was just wondering if you have any general messages for me.
Yes, there's a message from the Arcturians. One moment.
No problem.
There's much Arcturian energies around you. You might not be fully aware of it. And they're just letting you know that you are safe, that you are on your life's path. Even if it's not easy, you are on your life's path. You are doing many things, you just might not be connecting to all these things. They ask you to meditate more, if you meditate at all. Meditation will help you connect to their energies. That is up to you to make that choice.
Okay, thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings to you.
Is there anything else? I probably should be going.
Hello, Kermit.
Yes.
I was just wondering of my connection to the Mantis. Could you elaborate on that, please?
A moment. Yes, you've had many lifetimes of the Mantis. And reptilians had many wars with the Mantis at one time, and there were many casualties of the Mantis from reptilian interactions. So you decided to become a Mantis through many lifetimes to warn of their species because of all the bloodshed, you could say, that happened. You could say many planets were attacked, not necessarily by you, but the group that you were with, or no, that you were around, let's put it that way, caused much havoc on different planets, Mantis worlds, and to offer a hand in their rebuilding, you had lifetimes as a Mantis to rebuild their worlds. So you probably weren't expecting that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's anything else, I probably should be going.
Just thank you for coming through.
Thank you. Remember, drive with the top down.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
Good night.
Thank you, Karmic.
Much love. Thank you so much.
You rock.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, he's been around me for a while now. He's been trying to get through. I know, it was like a couple weeks ago. I was like, what do you want? Yeah, so anyway.
Just to entertain, that's all.
Yeah. He should get his own show.
There you go.
So,
And
yeah, that's hilarious.
precious soul.
Yeah, just clown in space. Pretty funny. All right, that's all I have energy for. I was going to connect to one from JC. I'll have to do some other night. Let's see what we can do. Okay, if there's nothing else, anyone have any blessings they'd like to share? Vedic languages, anybody do languages here?
Sure, I'll do one.
Steven's here.
All right, much love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Let's see.
I must say, thank you. That was awesome. Okay, that's it. I'm not sure when I'll have another channeling this week. We'll see. I have a private channeling on Saturday, so I haven't sent out the emails for that, but I will. I have another video about private channelings that's opened up now, so I have instructions on how to go about that. It's a waiting list, but it is something. So, blessings all, and good night.